Hi, this is Dean Graziosi, and if you're like most Americans and you're worried about your financial future and the future of your family in the midst of this financial crisis in America, then don't even think about changing that channel, because I have capabilities, wisdom, and direction to share with you over the next 30 minutes that could change your future forever. Folks, the news is horrific right now. Wherever you turn, you're worried if the new president is going to make the right decisions, if Congress and our government can bail us out of this financial disaster that we're in. But the truth of the matter is, none of that is going to help you have a better future or feel more secure or get that knot out of your stomach if you're going to be okay financially. Folks, whatever goes on in Congress, whatever they pass, whatever the new president does, it's not going to fill your bank account up. So I'm going to suggest something to you. Stop watching the news so much and worry about you and your family. Hi, I'm Dean Graziosi. I'm author of the New York Times best-selling real estate book in America, Be a Real Estate Millionaire. The reason this book works is because it takes people just like you and teaches them how to create wealth in a down market like today. So I wanted to address the camera today and let you know there is a way to turn your financial future around. But with what's going on in our world around us today, what's the right thing to do? Do I work more hours? You definitely don't want to do the stock market. If you have money, where do you invest it? If you have no money, where do you start? I know you feel helpless. You might feel hopeless, but you need to have hope, because there is a way to turn your financial situation around. And when the economy turns, you're not going to come out okay. You could come out financially secure for the rest of your life. Listen, I'm going to talk about some applicable ways to change your life on this show today. I'm going to teach you. So don't even think about changing that channel. Grab a pen, shut off your phone, shut off the internet, and spend the next half hour with me, and I promise to change your life forever. You know what? First, I just want to share with you, and I'm going to do this throughout the show today, some real-life videos sent in from people who got my book, Be a Real Estate Millionaire. And in fact, I'm going to let you know how you can get this book, the New York Times #1 best-selling real estate book in America. I've sold over 250,000 of these books at $24.95. Today on this show, you're going to learn how you can have it absolutely free, because I want you to get out there and feel secure and start changing your life. But first, I want to roll some footage of home video. I'm going to do this throughout the show, of people just like you who were scared, who took action, got my book, applied the principles in this terrible down market with insecurity all around them, and change your life forever. Let's roll that footage. I'll be right back.
This house here, we made $17,949.96. We were able to buy it on contract, which means we was able to buy this one with no money down and no bank loan. This house here, we made $36,140.60. Again, we bought this house on contract, which for us meant no money down and no bank loan. I'm from a small town, Boonville, Mississippi, population about 7,000 or 8,000. My credit was in the crapper. I had no way of borrowing money. I worked 60 to 70 hours a week at a job that I was not going to get ahead on. And I was able to do what I did with all those things against me. So all you got to do is want it bad enough, get Dean's course, do what he says do, and you can do the same thing I've done.
Folks, that's somebody just like you who was scared, didn't know if they should step out of what's normal and change their life. But I got to tell you something. If you don't do something different, if you don't do something right now, what is going to be different in your life a year from now, 2 years from now? I can tell you this. If you're in debt and you're stressed right now, a year from now, the only thing you're going to have is more debt and more stress. And let me tell you why real estate is the only answer for making money in a climate like right now. If you say, why isn't everybody making money with real estate if it's that easy? Well, first of all, most people don't have the skills and techniques, and that's what I write about in my book. You should know that I'm sitting here right now addressing the camera with no teleprompter, no script, nobody interviewing me. How can I do that? Because real estate is my life. I've been making money with real estate for over 20 years. I'm 40 this year. I did my first deal in my teens, and I've never stopped making money with real estate. I have over 30 deals going on right now, and I'm going to make more money in real estate over the next 18 months than I've made in the last 20 years, and I've been fortunate enough to make millions. I came from no money. I lived in a trailer park as a kid. I didn't go past high school. I was in special reading, but I stumbled into the last down real estate market in the late 80s, early 90s. In fact, I have some papers here that I'd love to show you. Big slide in housing prices, latest worry on Wall Street. Sound familiar? New York Times, right? Here's another one. Real estate woes seen worsening. It's the headlines. They're all over the New York Times. These papers and this stack of papers that I have here are all from the late 80s and early 90s, when I was lucky enough to stumble into a down real estate market. Well, let me tell you what a down real estate market does. If you're not afraid, if you're not paralyzed, if you don't listen to the media, if you shut off the news and not talk to all your friends about what's going on with the economy, we're at the bottom of this terrible financial crisis, allowing you to buy properties for pennies on the dollar. And if you're saying to yourself, well, I don't have money or don't have credit, or the banks aren't lending money, how do you do it? We're going to talk about that in a minute, and I'll show you exactly how you do it. I'm going to roll a quick clip of another home video of someone just like you who said, let me give Dean Graziosi's techniques a try and see what happened in their life. We'll be right back.
What we did just a few weeks ago, I wouldn't have believed it if somebody told me, but we bought 6 houses all at once. The bank was so willing to get rid of these that they didn't want any money down. So I want to thank you, Dean, and your team for what you have done to motivate us to get started, to step out, and to just do what we've been talking about for years.
These are real life people just like you, folks. People who took action, were scared and fearful like you and didn't know if it was for real, took action and changed their lives forever. I've discovered ways to turn a down market into the greatest thing that's ever happened in your life. There's a whole bunch of people right now selling you stuff and books about foreclosures and how to make money. Well, let me be honest with you. Most of them have ripped me off and ripped my show off, but they don't have what we have. Most of them haven't done a deal in ages. Some of the shows say buy homes for $300. I'd like to see the person pitching that, how many $300 homes they actually bought. That's not realistic. What's real is that we are in a down market where homes 2 years ago were $200,000. They're appraising for $100,000, and I could show you techniques to buy them for $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. If you have money, it's the greatest place in the world to put it right now. If you have no money, then you're going to learn proven strategies that I put in this book, Profit from Real Estate Right Now. Proven strategies to have no money, no credit, and how to profit and make money in today's down market. It doesn't matter if the market goes down a little bit more. It doesn't matter if the banks aren't lending money. With my proven strategies that took me 20 years to create, I have a bulletproof system to let you profit in today's down market. Folks, today on this show, I don't have an announcer and I don't have any fancy graphics. It's just me. I'm giving you an opportunity I've never given anybody ever before. My brand new book, Profit from Real Estate Right Now, is proven strategies to profit in today's down market, and it doesn't matter if you have money or credit. In fact, the name is Proven No Money Down Strategies for Today's Market. I wrote this book for what's going on right now. Folks, I wrote this book. I don't have time. I have 2 New York Times bestsellers. I can get my book in every bookstore in the country. Every publisher out there wants me. I'm not publishing this book. I'm letting this book be only direct to you from a show just like this, and I can offer an incredible discount because there's no middlemen, and you're the person who needs this discount. So today on this show, you can have this book for just $19.95 to hopefully cover all my costs to be on this show and the cost of producing this book. This book is filled with the techniques for you to profit, feel secure, and gain confidence in this down market. No one else is going to do it for you, folks. You need to take action and do it. And something I've never done before, 250,000 copies or more have sold at $24.95. It is currently, right now, the #1 best-selling real estate book in America, and it's free today on this show because I want to do my part to turn America around, to turn your future around. And one last thing we put together just for this show that I think is so important is it's a special report we created called Student Secrets. These are secrets on how my students got themselves out of debt and prospering in a huge way. There's a big difference. They didn't just start at zero moving up. Everybody in this book was in huge financial debt, credit card debt, people calling worrying about the bills. They used my technique.